Hey, this video is spoilers for Little Nightmares. Don't watch it if you don't want to get spoiled for Little Nightmares. Okay, enjoy. Little Nightmares, a charming yet horrifying indie game filled to the brim with gross, fleshy monster things and dark, dreary settings that are sure to make your skin crawl. Really, if you told me that the writers found the premise of this game etched on the wall of Tim Burton's bedroom by whatever depressed eldritch god gives him his ideas, I would believe you with no questions asked. But if there's anything that this game has over its atmosphere, it would be its rich and enigmatic lore waiting to be picked apart. I really do not think I have what it takes to even try to scratch the surface of this game's true story. So I won't. Instead, I'll do what's clearly the next best option and rate the quality of every single bed in the game. Clearly, this Geisha Lady has a very lucrative business going on, and what kind of host would she be if the guests were given anything but the absolute highest quality of living? That's why, as the world's best bed critic to ever rate the beds in this specific video game, I'm offering my services to help the scary witch lady improve the accommodations for her guests to the best of my ability. Now, I can't go running into this too recklessly. I am a professional after all, and so I decided to set some guidelines for what constitutes a good bed. First and foremost is the actual physical comfort level of the bed itself. Is it springy? Is it soft? Would it feel good to sleep on? Bonus points if there are blankets of any kind. The second part of the score I based off the bed's surroundings. If the vibes of the room that the bed is in are off, then the chances of getting any kind of decent sleep are going to be way lower. I'm literally writing an essay about video game beds. What the f***? With all that out of the way, allow me, the world-leading scholar in video game bed studies, to tell you a little something about beds. Right from the start of the game, the player wakes up on top of an open suitcase. This raises an important question. Is a suitcase a bed? Yes. Despite being literally a suitcase, I imagine the comfort level would be quite high, since it's open and contains a pile of soft cloth. Also, this is the only time that you can see the main character ever actually sleeping, so it's gotta be kinda comfy at least. 7 out of 10. But things take a turn for the worse when you look at the surroundings. Dark, damp, probably cold sewers? No thanks. The drips are probably making the suitcase wet too. 4 out of 10. So now all we need to do is get an average of those numbers, and boom, that's the score I'm giving the bed. I'm not going to go so in depth on every single one in this video, but I wanted y'all to get a feel for my process as the world's best bed critic. Next up is this couch in the room with the chair hanging from the ceiling. I think both of these scores kind of speak for themselves. A couch is probably the ultimate middle ground of comfort, but what breaks it for me is the water dripping like right on it, and I'm pretty sure that chair is a safety hazard of some kind. But in the exact same room, we encounter our first actual bed. And it's actually a pretty good one. No blankets to speak of, sure, and it doesn't seem to be the most comfortable mattress, but any mattress on a frame is going to get a pretty solid score in this game. And despite being in the same room as that couch, most of what made the environment bad in that one is out of the way here. On the other side of the wall, we find the very powerful floor mattress. 5 out of 10 all around, looks kind of crap. Oh shit, there's a dead guy. I'm gonna make that one like a 2 out of 10. I don't like corpses over my bed, personally. Wall bed. It's a wall bed. Can't really sleep on a wall bed. 2 out of 10. At least it's a bed. They are all beds. I refuse to rank this bed. If I try to sleep in this room, I will get turned to stone by an all-seeing eye. I refuse to rank this bed. Alright, there are a lot of beds here, but I'm going to rank them all the same since they're all essentially the same bed copied a bunch of times. These all kind of look pretty much identical to the first prison bed, so like a 7 on comfort. Maybe I'm being too generous with that one. And like maybe a 5 for the surroundings, I guess. This area is just like a nursery gone wrong, and the scary long-armed man being around is never a plus. But I mean, those kids are still alive, right? Listen, this bed single-handedly forced me to rate surroundings as well. On its own, it's no different from the bed on a frame from earlier, but the absolute vibes that this artwork gives off are immaculate. 10 out of 10. After much contemplation and hours of internal turmoil, I came to the conclusion that if a suitcase was not open, and it was just a suitcase on the ground, that it would not count as a bed, and would simply count as a suitcase, as much as it pains me to say that. But, in this room we also have this sick fold-out bed. The straps probably take away from the comfort a bit, but the room itself is pretty chill. These are cages. Like, you're forced to sleep in them if you're stuck in them, I guess, but they're still cages? 2 out of 10 all around, I guess. At a cursory glance, when you look at this room with the bad grabby man trying to get you, you'd be hard-pressed to call it a bedroom. But I will call it a bedroom for the purposes of this video. There's a pretty comfy looking basket there, but the risk of death is very, very high. Would not recommend. I will say that so far the Scary Lady is not proving herself to have the best beds in the industry, but I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she focused her efforts into the guest areas in the kitchen, so we'll move on to that now, starting with the meat pile. Disclaimer. I want to make very clear before I say the following lines that I am not a serial killer in any way, shape, or form, though admittedly I do fear for my mental well-being sometimes. The script was written at 2 AM and I do not know what I was thinking. The meat pile. This pile of corpses, for whatever twisted reason, just stuck in my brain as a bed to be ranked on this video. So here we go, I guess. As soft and squishy as these bags look, I can't imagine a bunch of dead bodies to be especially comfortable. Though I suppose that depends on how intact they still are. I'm gonna stop that train of thought immediately. Maybe it's just meat, in which case that would be marginally softer, I suppose. I will not justify my next score any more than by saying that this is a pile of actual dead bodies. It is a 1 out of 10, and if you disagree, please leave and never come back. Back to the land of sanity, whatever that is. These are the chef's beds. They look pretty comfy to me, and the bedroom is as close to a normal bedroom as this game allows. The chefs are a bit big for them, but if someone of a more normal size were to sleep on it, I'm sure it would feel like a king-size mattress. Pretty solid setup the chefs have got going on. Good job, chefs. Good job, chefs. And at long last, we've arrived at the final bed in Little Nightmares. It's been a long journey of replaying the game multiple times and slaving over a dumb Excel document to keep track of everything, but the final bed does not disappoint. In the bedroom of the scary Geisha Lady herself, we find this beautiful, elaborate, and likely extremely comfortable bed. There's no doubt that this one represents the absolute pinnacle of comfort, and the vibes in this room don't disappoint either. The fancy, regal furnishings create an air of superiority and sleeping chambers fit for royalty. This bed is the only one in the game that receives my genuine, perfect score. Well, that does it. My comprehensive rating of every bed in Little Nightmares is complete. Some of the earlier entries, not to name any names, left me with doubts about whether or not Scary Lady could pull this place together, but honestly, that last one made up for everything. Something feels off. It's like I missed an entire portion of the game. Hang on, was there even a single bed in the guest area of the game? I don't think there was. So what you're genuinely telling me is that the Geisha Lady gave herself the best bed in the game and left her guests with nothing just to turn a profit? No wonder they're all bloodthirsty pigs. They probably just need a good night's sleep. This is absolutely ridiculous. I thought I could help you, Geisha Lady. I thought that I could at least give some advice on the quality of the beds, which, might I add, is essentially the bare minimum I could do. It's clear to me now, though, that you're beyond help. You know what? I quit. Look somewhere else. I'll even say it. I'm not a professional bed critic. I cannot believe I sunk so many hours of my life into this. Jesus Christ. See ya, Geisha Lady. You probably deserve to get eaten, if I'm being honest. Hello. Thanks for watching that video. This is like a little unscripted end card thing because it's the first video I've actually put a good amount of effort in, and I want to see what everyone thinks. So if you want to see more stuff like this, please let me know. There's a comment section where you can do that. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitch, you can join my public Discord. All of these things are good ways to stay up to date with my uploads and with my Twitch streams. But anyway, don't forget to leave a comment to just let me know what you guys would like to see out of this channel in the future. I'm thinking of moving away from the more stream highlights kind of content into more heavily edited scripted content like this. I think it's fun to make and it's fun to edit. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It all helps with visibility and beating the YouTube algorithm, and I'd love to get my stuff out there a little bit more. Anyway, I don't know how to end a video, so goodbye, bye-bye, goodbye, goodbye.